Hey folks, here OS Reviews. You're watching our montage look at some pretty good gadgets to pick up for under $25 this holiday season. So to start off, let's introduce a pretty useful tool if you have a ton of cables lying around. It's a cable management sleeve set that you can find on Amazon, and it tucks away all of your cables, perhaps a ton of chargers under a desk for an office space, and also your cell phone chargers that you want to always leave in one location so that you don't trip over it, and it tucks it away nicely in this very thick fabric material. It's by this company called AIKEMA, and the model number is CM01. Pretty simple. It's basically just fabric and Velcro sticking everything together, but you do get a ton of these inside of one pack. So if we look at just one of these, for instance, you basically weave the cables through this sleeve, and then you fold it together using this Velcro strap so that everything stays put and then doesn't try to fall out or loop or roll out, for instance. And then you can also tuck this together as well to make it a bit more easier for transportation, or if you want to get to a different orientation, such as it looped around vertically as opposed to horizontally. So again, a pretty nifty gadget if you have a ton of cables, you're struggling to make a space look more clean. So next, perhaps something more suited for the summer, but time passes very quickly, so you might want to pick one of these up if you're going somewhere warm. It's a portable mini fan, pretty generic, but it's extremely low cost. Also found through Amazon.com, comes in multiple colors, takes a interesting 18650 capacity lithium-ion battery. So part of the added value of this specific model is that you do get this rechargeable battery that's pretty standard, and you can also find it in some power banks. So this battery can also be popped out and used in other places if you don't want to just use it in the fan, which is part of the reason why I'm including it in this particular montage. So in case you don't know, this is what the size of this particular battery looks like. It's slightly larger than your standard AA battery, but it's quite nifty if you ever have power banks that also use the same. You can swap out for an extra battery pack to charge up your phone with. So here's a micro USB cable for charging the fan's battery, and then you can change the mode as well for the speed and also turn it off or on. And pretty typical stuff, nothing too out of the ordinary. Next, perhaps the cheapest item on this list is this very simple flexible USB light. You can find this actually for under $1, so it's a very low cost, but it's a good alternative if you want to read in the dark or you're struggling to see your computer's keyboard in the dark since it's not backlit. You simply plug this onto a USB port or onto a power bank, and you have a portable light source, like a flashlight, or maybe a reading light for some basic purposes. It's a bendable one, it's very generic, very standard, and there's various designs lying around, but this one works pretty well, uses LED, so it's bright enough and also energy efficient. Next on this list is going to be a selfie stick, one that works pretty well, but it's also quite compact and low cost. It's made of aluminum. It's by this company called SHINEDR. It's the SD208, meant for the GoPro, meant for other standard cameras as well. And you can always get your own adapter and plug in a cell phone that has an adjustable arm that we checked out on this channel a few years back. But you can see that this is how to adjust the GoPro or an action camera specifically. And there's also some details as far as the length of the arm is concerned. Pretty portable design of this one, so it's not overly long, but let's open this up and take a closer look at that. Since it's meant for the GoPro, there isn't a selfie remote control, which means that you can't use a Bluetooth remote to turn it on. It's not integrated into the stick. You have to use your own remote if you want to activate the camera wirelessly. So here's what it looks like. It's again made out of aluminum. There's the part for the GoPro attachment. The arm is made out of this soft touch rubber material that makes it slightly easier to grip. And it has this lanyard strap pre-attached just for hooking it up. So pretty easy to transport with, and the company's logo is there. Very simple design. This just stretches out. You fold it again, twist it to make it tight, and this is basically what it looks like. Something else that's kind of neat about this specific model is that there's a tripod mount on the very bottom here. So you can attach this to a tripod as well, your GoPro essentially, if you want to have a different or more permanent setup. Finally, the last item on this list is going to be a headphone stand. So this is quite nifty if you are an audiophile or someone who wants to, again, make things be displayed more in a more organized fashion on a desk space. And it's made out of pure wood. It's made by this company called SAMDI, and this one actually looks fairly elegant. It comes with a carrying pouch as well for protecting it, but when you're ready, you just put it onto a desk and it pops up like such, and then your headphones will elegantly be displayed perhaps next to your books or your laptop and computer, and for longer cables it can also be tucked away by pulling on it a few times. So a pretty good option as well for displaying your headphones and more expensive headsets, aside from just popping it onto a desk, for instance. So anyways, that's been our first edition of some pretty interesting gadgets to pick up for under 25 bucks if you want to come up with quick ideas for stocking stuffers this holiday season. Thanks for watching here at OS.